What's up, everybody? Today I'm going to be talking to you about Aliexpress and their boo-boo shoes that are on that platform. So, like, I used to sell, I still have a whole bunch of them. So I used to get I had my own line of shoelaces years ago, and I got them all from Aliexpress or Alibaba. When you start ordering in bulk, you want to move over to Alibaba, you get all this stuff cheaper. But I will always see like these interesting shoes, right, on AliExpress, and I'd be thinking like, man, I wonder what those are like. And so I finally broke down and bought several pair. Oh my God, they're terrible. So I wanted to talk to you guys about that, so you don't have to make the same mistakes that I made. Now, I do have another pair that's downstairs that a lot of people are advertising them on like Instagram and Facebook and stuff as these indestructible shoes. I actually haven't seen any ads for them in a while, but you can roll over them, they be hitting them with hammers, and they're great for construction workers. I actually use those to cut the grass, and they're fairly comfortable. And they're like for real steel toe, okay? Nothing's penetrating that. And I'm gonna do a video on that and roll over. I ain't rolling over my foot, but I roll over the shoe. But these are supposed to be for style, and y'all, they're terrible. As far as their construction, they're not that bad though. As far as the bottom is concerned, this is your sole. It's this. See, this is the problem. This is not rubber. It's actually plastic. And so therefore, I mean, it has these ridges in them. There you go. You can see the ridge. It has these ridges in it for grip. But I don't think these are going to be all that grippy because, again, it's plastic and not rubber. And then you have this part that these little inserts go into, which is also plastic. And then you can see that this is just shiny plastic. I mean, you can see this little, see a little cut right there. Ow! It just scratched me so bad. Oh my God. Plastic. And that's not good. Let's move up. There is no real midsole. You know, I thought that this might be really comfortable because it's basically suspending you in the air. And I'm gonna put these on foot. I just gotta put them back on to see what they feel like. But anyway, you have your insert. This is all it comes with as far as packaging goes. Then they just come in a bag. They survived the trip, and honestly, the upper is not poorly done. You can look at the stitching. I mean, it's on par with Yeezys of this time. You have your pull tab here. You have this strap in the back, which I guess helps secure your foot, your heel or whatever in the rear. And it says, I don't know what this says. From a distance, it looked like it wants to say designed by. Oh, wait a minute, is it backwards? Nah, it's just scrambled. It's just scrambled up. This is probably supposed to say designed by, and it's just all scrambled up. Look at that. Look at that there. This said, I don't know what that says. CB, I don't know what. I don't even want to. This is supposed to probably say star, but it says straw. It's just bad, man. I mean, maybe that was the design. Maybe that's the art. And then you have your tab here that says nice. The shoelaces are like flimsy. They weren't processed very well. Your tips here, you see that they're bleeding cotton. But again, this upper though, this upper is not half bad. Then you have this is like reflect. Ooh, you can see it's reflecting hard. See, they did a good job with that one. Look at that. Pow! That sun hit it. I mean, this reflects too. That's kind of clean. That's kind of clean. But before I try those on, we're gonna move over to these. I thought these might be a nice winter joint. I could throw these on if I gotta drive to my mother's house or something like that. And here, the sole is actually rubber, and it's grippy. and that's good. Then it leads to plastic again. You know, this part is all plastic. Your midsole is basically plastic, and this upper is supposed to be leather. I'm not a fan of leather. I'm a millennial, and I am an environmentalist. I ain't interested in killing no animals for no style. Just like, oh look, I got a shoe on. You know, we can use chemicals for that. But it's reminiscent of leather. I think they pull it off very nicely. It looks like leather. And it keeps its form, unlike my Yeezys do. My Yeezys after a while just be like this, but then when you put them on, they pop back up. Now the inside is lined with wool, or not wool, but y'all get what I'm saying. It's lined with something. And, it's to keep your feet warm. And when you stick your hand in there, it does feel quite cozy. And the insole there, that's worth a mention. Let's pull the insole out. Ooh, this actually is nice. Look at that. And in person, I can't even see that blue. That's kind of cool. It's pretty thick. And this has little like shock absorbers in it. For some reason, this reminds me of like Karl Kanu. Maybe because it says Kuwani, but it just reminds me of something Karl Kanu would have made in the past. Now, the only thing that's a little weird is that you can lace it up in the rear, but they give you options. You can lace it up in the rear, or you can lace it up front. And like I said, we're going to do it on foot, and I'm going to tell you which feels best. And real quick, going back to the other shoe, I want to show you the insole. It's just a little cheap white thing. I mean, I guess they try to make it like the other thing, but the other one just looks cool with the black and the blue on the inside. But this is basically the same thing. This is cheaper though. It's a completely different material, but it's supposed to be the same thing. But I'll give it to them. There's a little spring action going on here, but this will collapse fairly quickly, and it'll be worth nothing. So now let's do it on foot. So I got one on now. Look, the right one had this shoe tree in it. So in order to put them on and they be on good, I have on thick socks too. This shoelace feel like if I pulled it tight enough, it'll break. Very flimsy. I'm gonna have to double knot this. One thing that's weird and kind of uncomfortable is how low the laces stop. They stop like right here. They don't come up. I'm used to them coming up a little bit, and I guess that's why you need the strap in the back. So we're gonna redo the strap in the back. Okay. And this floor is really slippery. I'm gonna give it its fair little paces like I do all the other shoes. And admittedly, they are a little bouncy. But I can feel, like if you see I have a bunion right here and it's overlapping the sole, or this was what's acting as the midsole. And like I said, this is pretty much just hard plastic. So my bunion is digging, this thing is digging right into my bunion. It hurts so bad. And as I mentioned before, there is no traction. This thing is, they slippery. Look at that, boy. Let me go ahead and stop because my knee hurts, but yeah, they're pretty slippery. I have no idea what these look like on my feet, but I guess I'll be finding out soon. If you had narrow feet like my left foot, I still have a bunion on that one too, but it's not so bad. I don't feel it touching the plastic part unless I do that. I felt that. But if you had narrow feet, these might not be so bad. Just know, there's no traction. Maybe if you warm after a while, they provide some. I just feel like it's collapsing there. I don't know. I have to see how much these cost. Anyway, let's try on the Karl Kanu ones. All right, let's try these on together, shall we? So I'm gonna put these on. I'm gonna tighten up the laces here. This is weird. It's a little discomforting it's really challenging to tie it up tight in the back like that. And then for these, I guess that's what shoe these belong to. For these, I'm going to just tie them up front. We'll see which one feels and looks the best. I can take it out of that. All right. Okay. Let's move the chair out of the way. Now these immediately feel way better than the other ones. They're quieter, they're grippy. There's no slipping. I'm trying to twist. There's no slipping there. That's good. Let me kick those out of the way. All right, let's do our little modeling thing. I have to say these don't feel bad actually. Could I walk around in them? I don't know. I mean, that little liner on the inside feels really good. That plastic is concerning. And, oh, nope, I couldn't do it. All right, so the problem with these is when you're walking, you go up like that, you feel there's like a bar digging into the ball of my foot. It's right here. And you can see actually the imprint. You can see the dip right here. Here's a little bar. This crossbar is sticking me right in the ball of my foot. But other than that, if you're a person that walks on your heels, these aren't bad. They're not bad, but ooh, that ball of your foot, Now here's the thing. These shoes, I don't remember how much I paid for them. I'm gonna look, but I think I probably paid around between $20 and $30 for them. And I'm gonna show you what else I got for, I know I paid like $27 for these, I believe. Let me show you. Now here are the Li Nings, which feel amazing. Like I said, these are made by a real brand, okay? Dwayne Wade is actually signed, I don't know if he still is, but that's who makes all his shoes. And these feel excellent. They feel normal. I've actually gone running in these. I've gotten compliments on them when I wear them. They fit perfect, true to size, quality, the materials, and I paid nothing for these shoes. I really did. I paid like the same amount as I did for the other two. And that's just a real testament to the quality of these shoes. Even if you look at my instep here, or my heel, my arch, I have really flat feet and they don't drop in that much. These shoes are that supportive. The finish is perfect. There's no glue. I love them. I love them. I love them. You're not gonna find any Li Ning stores in the United States though. You're gonna have to buy them online from Aliexpress or something like that. And you gotta be careful because there are fakes on there. You have to make sure you go to the Li Ning store. All right, now, I looked up the prices and everything and it is shocking. So let's talk about these bad boys, okay? So these are the Li Ning Cloud 4s, IV is 4. And let's talk about these. Now the bottom is a translucent rubber. And then beneath that, you can see there's like this boost material that actually doubles as the midsole. It's very soft, springy material that's, comparable to Boost. That's what it feels like. Just Boost, but maybe a little more durable because it's exposed on the outside. Then you have this, it looks like it's hard, but this is also like very spongy, like Boost as well, like another layer. And then you have this upper here, which the knit is so good. It's so like thick, and actually in the heel here, there's something kind of stiff there for support. Now, when we look on the inside, we can see it's lined with some cushion, and then you have this supportive whatever that is. It's hard, but you can't bend it. And then this part here, the ankle part, which is very soft, it wraps around your ankle perfectly. And then the laces, the eyelets are reinforced with this, I don't know, this material to make sure you don't tear the stitching or the knit of the upper. And on the rear it says Cloud. Now, I get a lot of compliments when I wear these things because they fit my foot perfectly. The laces, unlike the other ones, are solid, durable laces, and I think those gotta be reflective. Those little dots, those are reflective. And now let's talk about the insole. Let's pull that out, and it's an insole like you'd see at Walmart, but this bad boy is extra thick. Like, I mean, one of those insoles you buy to replace the cheap insole that your shoe come with. That's what this feels like. The ball of your foot has this really thick material, and it's very what is the word I'm looking for? It's not spongy, but it's springy. That's what I'm looking for. Springy, and it's flexible and lightweight. The inside looks like any other shoe, okay? And then you have this tongue that is very flexible, sure to not mess up your foot or your leg. Now, how much do these things cost? And let's look at them side by side. These Li Nings, if I recall correctly, did not come in a box either. They just kind of came in a bag. But Li Ning is actually a legit company. Like I said, Dwayne Wade is signed with them. I don't know if he still is. I don't know, that was a long time ago. But see these tags? That's what came on the shoe. Now, let's take a look at these shoes. I mean, just look at these. Now, which one looks the best to you? And how much do you think these things cost? I'm going to tell you. I had to write it down so I don't forget. Get my pad out. These were $30.79. These were $34.66. And these over here were $35.74. So, the point of this channel, for real, y'all, is to hip you to value, right? These cost what? $1? What's that math? $1.08 more than these things. Don't get me wrong, these feel nice on the inside. They kind of feel good until you start walking, right? They're uncomfortable. All this plastic, like hard plastic at that. Like, who puts that in shoes? This is very soft. I mean, it's equivalent to your most expensive Adidas running shoe, and they're lightweight. Well, they're a little bit heavier than these other Adidas I have that were 180. But as far as comfort goes, they right on par. I mean, it keeps my feet dry. They're like dry wicking. I mean, they're amazing. $35 shipped from China. Get y'all some Li Nings, all right? So anyway, I don't want to drag this out longer than it needs to be. I just really need to clean up some stuff and get rid of these shoes. I'm going to donate these. But I just really wanted to answer some questions, because if you like me, I get on there. I'm like, man, $30, man, that's so tempting. They look like they probably, all that extra technology, probably real nice. Man, they not nice. I mean, you can see the glue, that glue work from here. I mean, that's terrible. But you look at these Li Nings, look at that. Let me give y'all just a good close-up of the finish of this shoe. I mean, this is better than Nike. This is better than Adidas. I always have some type of paint spillage or some type of glue on my Yeezys or my Jordans or something. Let me tell y'all, this has, wait, maybe we got a little something there. A little something right there. A little teeny bit. What's that? that look like a little imperfection too right there. But man, that's small. Like the other stuff, it'd be obvious. We take a look at the bottom. Like I said, I've worn them. Now, I've gone running and everything for miles. I've ran in these for miles, and they hold up. With them, the Home Depot, all that. I ain't never even cleaned them before. Look at them. Anyway, that's the end of this review, or I guess you can call it a review. I probably should give these a nice proper review with the unboxing and all that, but it's not a whole lot to say. They're good, and the price is amazing, and they're direct competitors for your Adidas, your Nikes, and all of that. They look stylish, they feel good, but those back there for the same price? Anyway, bye.